Hi guys, it's Vicky, welcome back to my channel. So this is my first speed review video, so I'm going to be reviewing a few products that I have bought recently. I've got some bath products in front of me, I've got some skincare and a few makeup items as well. Before I jump into it, if you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button. I do videos like this where I review products, I also do project panning, I do makeup inventories, and I also do a few kind of tutorial type videos as well here on my channel. So if that sounds like the type of thing you would be interested in, I would love it if you would stick around. Okay, so let's start off with bath and shower products then. I've only got the one, and this is from Lush, and this is their Sleepy Shower Gel. Now, I haven't tried loads of Lush's products. I've only sort of tried some of the bath bombs. Those tend to be the items that I buy whenever I go into Lush, but I have heard great things about the Sleepy range, and the shower gel was recommended to me when I popped into store the other week. I do use this more as an evening shower gel rather than the morning, because obviously I don't want to feel sleepy when I've had a shower in the morning. I don't think I do feel sleepy when I've used this in the evening though. It doesn't make me feel like I need to kind of get into bed, but it is quite comforting and it is quite nourishing, so I do kind of get why they have called it sleepy. And also because it contains lavender, and lavender is really good for making you feel relaxed and making you want to, you know, sort of drift off into sleep. I'm not overly keen on lavender when it's put into products. I love lavender in its natural form, but in products I tend to find it's quite sort of overpowering and a little bit sickly. But in this, and I'm not sure whether it's because it's mixed with a bit of tonka, but this just smells so beautiful. It's kind of quite sweet, but it's not sickly sweet. It's not like an overbearing heady sweetness. So the scent of this is really, really lovely, and it's also quite hydrating as well. So it has glycerin in it, it has oat milk in it as well, and it also lathers up quite nicely on your body, and a little bit goes a long way. So it looks like I've barely used it, but I have used it quite a number of times since I've bought it. But oh, it's one of those smells as well that I just want to keep smelling. So this is a really lovely product. I'm really enjoying this so far. Right, next I've got a couple of skincare items, and I'm going to start off with a cleanser, and it's from Lush again, and I've put it in a little ultra bland container, but it is in fact Sleepy Face. You can't see the face on it anymore. I have worn the face off of it. Oof, I can smell this, and I really don't like the smell of it. So let's start off with that then. Let's start off with my negatives on this product, and it is the smell. It is cocoa. I have to put that back in the tub. It's cocoa, and I'm not a huge fan of cocoa in skincare and body care. I love cocoa to eat and drink, but not when it comes to my skincare. I really can't stand the fragrance. I just think it's so overbearing, and I really can't stand it, so I've had to put it back in its tub. It's also a little bit of a weird product to use, so you have to take the bar and just wipe it over your face, which to me seems quite counterintuitive, because I want to use that product to remove my makeup and any sort of dirt and oil and sweat and whatever that's accumulated on my face during the day. So I have to wipe the bar across my face and then put it back and then use that same bar the next day. It doesn't seem totally hygienic to me. And it also feels really weird to wipe a cleansing bar over your eyes to remove your eye makeup as well. So I don't think it is very thorough at removing my eye makeup. After I have used that bar, I have noticed that I get mascara sort of underneath my eyes, so I don't think it's hugely great at removing your makeup. It is kind of hydrating though, so I do get why people like it, but I don't love it. I wouldn't purchase this again because I don't think it's great at removing your makeup. It really stinks, and I just find it quite awkward to use. So this is a no from me. The next product is a facial mist, and this is the Sukin Original Hydrating Mist Toner with chamomile and rose. Having a hydrating spray is quite a recent addition to my skincare routine, and I find it quite a useful product to sort of sandwich in your hydrating serums. This is quite a nice one. It's not hugely fragranced. It's quite light. You can smell that chamomile and rose in it, but because it is so light, it's not hugely overbearing, and you're not going to be thinking that you smell incredibly floral for the rest of the day. The spray is really fine as well. It is a proper mist. It's not fierce. It's not going to drench your face in liquid. It is quite hydrating as well. I wouldn't say it's super hydrating, but I think you do have to rely on your serums to provide you with hydration rather than a mist. I am getting through this quite quickly though. I think I'm more than half the way through this bottle, and I think I've only had it 3 weeks. I mean, I do use it twice a day, and I would use about half a dozen sprays each time, so I guess it makes sense, but I just feel like I'm moving through this product quite quickly. I think this comes in under a tenner though, so it's not like I'm spending loads of money on a spray and then using it up very quickly, so this would be a product that I would repurchase. I do quite like this. Smells nice, hydrating, good mist. Yeah, I like this one. Another skincare product is from the Ordinary, and this is niacinamide 10% and zinc 1%. And I bought this because I get quite an oily T-zone, and I feel like my forehead is oily at the moment, and I've literally just powdered it before I sat down to film this video. And I've also heard that niacinamide is a great alternative to vitamin C, and I used up my vitamin C, I think it was the Sunday Riley CEO Glow, and I thought let's try niacinamide in its place. This is okay. I don't love it and I don't hate it, but I don't feel like it does anything. I don't think it's helped with my oiliness. It is meant to be good at controlling breakouts, but I don't get breakouts that regularly enough to say whether it does or doesn't. I just think this is okay. Yeah, I can't rave about it and I can't slate it. I'm very much on the fence, indifferent towards this product. Alright, some makeup items now, and the first one is my Bobbi Brown Corrector, if I can open it. This is in the shade Light Bisque, and I replaced my Revolution Conceal and Correct in the shade Peach with this colour, and this colour is much better for me. The Bisque shades are better at colour correcting blue purple dark circles under your eyes, which is what I have, and the light one is just because I'm pale. It is a tiny pot though, it is 1.4 grams, so I'm not sure how quickly I would get through this, but you only need a little bit, and it is quite easy to blend it in. I just use my ring finger and I sort of gently press and push the product under my eyes, and a little bit goes a long way, so I'm hoping, even though it's tiny, I won't get through it super quickly. And I think that putting concealer over the top of this just makes my dark circles look much less noticeable than if I was to just wear concealer, which is what I have done today. Next is the product that I broke my no-buy for, and this is my Becca mini highlighter in the shade Champagne Pop. I've got to be honest with you guys, I'm disappointed. I had such high hopes for this highlighter. Now, don't get me wrong, I think it is one of the best highlighters in my collection, but I'm not amazed. It is quite nicely finely milled, so you don't get big chunks of glitter, and you can build up the pigmentation, and I think the colour is good for me, but I'm just not wowed, and I was expecting to be wowed, because Becca highlighters are meant to be some of the best that you can get. And I bought this because Becca are going out of business, and I wanted to be able to have the opportunity to try one of their highlighters, and I'm glad that I have. But I'm not amazed. I really am quite disappointed in this. I thought it would be so much better than it is. Bronzers now, and I bought 2 bronzers because I had a Clarins bronzer that was my only single compact bronzer in my project pan, and I was very kind of like toing and froing with it. Some days I liked it, some days I didn't like it, and I just decided in the end to declutter it. So I was able to buy a bronzer to replace it because I'm on a replacement only no-buy, but I couldn't decide between a powder and a cream one, so I was a little bit naughty and I bought both. And they're both from Fenty. So first of all, I've got Shady Biz, which is the powder bronzer, and this is the bronzer that is recommended for my skin tone. I'm the shade 150 in the foundation, if that helps. And this is a really lovely bronzer. I think it is slightly, ever so slightly more orange than the cream one, but I don't think it looks orange on the skin. It's quite pigmented, so the cream one is easier to build up, but this one you have to be a bit more light-handed with it. I also really enjoy the packaging. It's got a little mirror there as well. Classic octagonal design from Fenty. Nice little compact, beautiful rose gold packaging. So big thumbs up for the packaging and how the product performs. And then the cream bronzer here, I've got the shade Butter Biscuit, and I think if I was to pick between the two, I prefer the cream bronzer. It is a more flattering colour on me. Not that the powder one isn't flattering, but I just think that this is slightly more neutral in tone, whereas the powder one is more warm. This one can be built up a lot more easily, so you can get just a slight bit of colour to your skin, or you can go full on bronze goddess. And I'm just really enjoying using cream products at the moment. I never thought I'd be a cream product type of person, but I am really enjoying them. So a big thumbs up for me again with this cream bronzer by Fenty. And then the last product in my speed review is one that I've heard Sarah Rose mention quite a few times. So this is a product that she influenced me to buy, and this is the NYX Glitter Primer for glitter eyeshadows. And I bought this because I was struggling with a couple of glitter eyeshadows in my Estee Lauder palette, and I thought, well, if I use a glitter primer like this, hopefully that'll make them pop a bit more. Now it didn't, but that's not the fault of this, it's the fault of the Estee Lauder eyeshadows, because I have used this primer with other glitter eyeshadows and it really does help them to be a lot more vibrant. So I've used this with my Makeup Geek Forward eyeshadows and also some glitter eyeshadows in my Revolution and Sauve palette, and they're just more vibrant, they're more kind of in your face, more intense. You only need a little bit of this product, and I made that mistake the first few times I used this. I used way too much than I needed to. A little bit goes a long way. It is quite thick when you squeeze it out the tube, but it blends in really nicely. And then it leaves your eyelids a little bit tacky for the glitter shadow to sort of adhere on top. And this is quite budget friendly. I can't remember how much it cost me, but it was under £10. I think it was around about £6, £7 or £8, so it is a purse friendly option. So those were my thoughts on my products in this little speed review. If you tried any of the products that I've mentioned, please let me know. I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts on these products. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon in my next video. Take care guys, bye bye.